G'day and welcome back to Tides of Ranmenera. Last time around we went to the trading hub. It's not great there. I would not recommend it. But we do have a plan now. We've got a plan. What we're going to do is we are going to try a door. Because I looked up online how to get the tour to actually start. Because this is really what I wanted, right? I want to try and get this quest done before I progress in the main story because I don't want to be cut off from content. So apparently if I try the door, then I can get the tour to start. And the multiple well-polished locks line the edges. You can't help but notice this door isn't quite as thick as the others you've seen here. A soft buzzing hum rises from within it. A complex control panel, or possibly another lock, is in the wall beside the door. The buttons are marked with symbols you don't understand, and the light behind them flickers like a candle. Do not touch the door, please. The Cortex chamber is not for Outworlders. Apologies. I don't think he's gonna let us in. We should either break down the door or find a way to distract him with trickery. Okay. So now, can I do the tour? Do you have time to do the tour? Yes! Why is it that actually trying the door triggers the tour? Whatever. Video games. So this is a crisis, and this was in a video preview. We've already seen the elevator room. We will now see the observation deck, where we watch for the coming ship, where we study the path of the stars. Follow me, please. Crisis initiated. So we've got to keep him occupied, and we've got to send someone through. Now, I should review what my characters can do for breaking things in. Okay, should take him up on that. The longer we keep him talking, the more time we have to find the Cortex. Callistige, you keep him talking, and I think the rest of us will do the other stuff. Okay. So, Eridus. You are also not great, but you'd be good for speed. I think if I send Makina and I through, it'll be fine. Any questions you have before we continue? Do you have names for these stars? Some, yes. Others, no. Much has been lost. He gestures you along, urging you to follow. That's not what I'd hoped. Let's head in here.
I'm ready.
What happens if I go for the door right now? Okay, got no action, so leave it. Callistige, talk to him. Do these lines look... So studying this display could help your people find their way home? Some of us believe this. They come here when they have no work to stare at. They're changing paths, draw their own maps, and dream. Yes, dream! Makina, join me. So we're not in combat, so I can't use any of the combat things. But we are in this. He stares into the changing stars. His eyes are filled with their light. I believe the paths between the stars are too many, and we must wait for the ship. We must move along now. Okay, Eridus. Apologies. Okay, fine. Well, I guess what we'll do then is we'll move you here. And we'll end your turn. I'm going to try the door. Law machinery, use the control panel to open the door. Easy as. No worries, really. You tap the symbols at random, noticing the lights behind him go out when you hit certain buttons in sequence. Clicks and mechanical snaps sound within the door as you work, glancing back occasionally to be sure you haven't been discovered. With no warning, the door opens with a sizzling pop. The panel goes utterly dark and you smell burning wires. You won't be closing this door again, it seems. Awkward, awkward. So, here's our Cortex. Here. Where is the thing that we want to interact with? There.
On it.
Probably will consume an action now. The sphere turns slowly, almost painfully. The glow of the control console pulses with it, warming the palms of your hands. Use it. You touch the console and the warmth spreads up your arms and into your mind. At the moment of contact, a female voice speaks. With a brief stutter, it continues in the truth. What would you like to do? You glance around, seeking the source of the voice, before you realize it speaks only in your head. So, let's say So there's a bunch of different things, but let's ask for basic information on the helmet you found in the bloom. This helm belongs to the Gemida Achille. She has been missing for 15 years by the reckoning of your world. It contains a visual record she marked as being of importance. She suggested these images be analysed. I will do so now on your command. Analyze that data on the helmet. Processing. 1 moment. Biological matter has entered some of the helmet's contacts. I'll be unable to analyze the subject unless the cortex removal process has progressed to the 3rd stage. This will allow me to open the cortex housing and perform a focus scan analysis of the helmet. Alright, we'll do that, but we'll ask about the other things first then. Ask about the cortex itself. I am a navigational cortex. I was manufactured 3,059 cycles ago by the Devabil Combine with 2,153 cycles remaining. I was brought here through a localized dimensional vortex which has since collapsed. I am powered by a quantum-tunneled interstitial hovering matrix, the glowing orb you see before you. I interact with both users and appropriate receptacles to provide observed and recorded historical information, starfield tracking and navigation, observation, and an essential starport maintenance. I maintain information regarding exactly 1,097,554 star systems, with detailed information on routes between them including known transdimensional passages. For every world in each of these star systems, I hold detailed images of their night skies and projected daytime starfields. Additionally, I maintain detailed personnel information for this station dating back many centuries. Examine the station's personnel history. Thousands of records, perhaps tens of thousands, scroll past your eyes, appended with arcane timekeeping, name changes, dates of birth and death, all of the personnel who have ever lived, travelled, or otherwise passed through the anchorage, no matter how brief their stay. The sheer amount of information is overwhelming. Sensing your bewilderment, the smooth voice says, certain historical trends can be deduced through analysis of this data, but that does not seem to be the focus. Popular interactions include brief historical overviews of the station, important recent events, and location searches on missing crew members. So here, give us a historical overview. My record extends over 10,000 of your years, inherited from my predecessor in this position. In all this time, the people now calling themselves the Lascars have crewed this station, and pre-existing records suggest they were here in a more formal military/servile capacity before the shipping lanes began to close. The original crew of this station have repopulated it, and their descendants have grown in number. A number of conflicts have arisen over the years, in particular the 5-cycle mutiny, the airlock debacle, and the castaway action. Each of these helped define the current power and familial structure of the existing population. The current structure of the population is strongly based on and influenced by the naval hierarchy of their forebears. They await the coming of another ship to close the station properly and bring them home. And recent occurrences? Approximately 15 years ago, as you measure time, a transdimensional pathway opened to the station. This was the first contact with other sentient life the inhabitants of this station have had in generations. Trade was established. That portal closed recently, but it has been replaced with the pathway through which you entered. And missing personnel? A single Lascar remains unaccounted for. Gemida Achille passed through the transdimensional gateway approximately 15 years of your time ago. She has not returned. If you have any information on additional personnel not covered by the census, please report it immediately to the captain. Ask for more information on Gemida Achille. Gemida Achille travelled through the transdimensional portal that opened 15 years ago. Her mission was to explore and establish potential embassy and trade. She was also to seek other routes whereby the inhabitants of this station might find passage to their homeworld. Her last transmission contained a report of her investigation of a community known as Bloom, which has apparently existed inside a living creature. She was 28 years of age when she departed. She left behind 2 sisters, a brother, and a father. Further information on recent occurrences. Same thing. Alright, review something else. Request the exact location of the anchorage. The exact coordinates of this station are 12.93, 476.947, 18H, 57Z. These numbers also helpfully appear in the pale blue light of the control console. You suspect if you had the proper education and context to understand these numbers, you might have a better picture of your location. As it is, they mean nothing to you. Ask how long the Lascars have been waiting for the ship. Accessing records. Calculating. The Lascars have been waiting for the vessel to take them home for approximately 10,091 of your years. Wow, that is a long time. Request for information on the home planet of the Lascars. A bluish globe, seen from a great distance, around which many smaller orbs rotate, appears before you, as if it were floating in front of you. The home of the Lascars is called Ishtrinu. Okay, step away from the sphere. Wait, no, that's not what I meant. Damn it! I meant to start the extraction process. Makina, you will have to do it. You can't do anything, so I guess we'll just move you over here. And end your turn. Makina, interact. Begin the extraction process. I note, of course, as I note you are a first-time user, Stage 1 requires you to assemble a pass symbol on the screen before you and pull a lever on the side of the console. A jumble of jagged symbols go across the screen as if tossed there by a careless hand. Okay, so didn't actually have it. Complain that the process is too complicated. The removal of the cortex is a significant action with potentially hazardous consequences for the anchorage. As such, the designers of my mind decided the removal procedure should be undertaken by a user capable of rational thought under pressure. To put it more simply, you must complete a series of tests in order to gain access to the console. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you. Step away from the sphere. Alright, Genjis, here we go. Now see, this, the map of another kind, a kind of living painting of the Cortex's thoughts. Okay, Erdis. I'll explain what I can if you have questions. It refreshes constantly. Is it changing its mind or checking if the thoughts are still there? Although this seems much more Erdis. Are the Cortex's thoughts actually blue? No, blue's the color of the light. Thoughts have no color. Okay. Calistige. Calistige. No. Oh, right, that was Eridus' go. My go.
All right.
So, continue the process. Low machinery. Okay. Working swiftly, you compose the small jagged shapes into a larger unfamiliar symbol with a series of satisfying clicks. A clunk sounds in the lever's housing, and you pull it down. An excellent solution. Well done! Stage 1 of the removal process has been completed. Your actions must now be verified from the control pit. Please wait. Control pit? Where's the control pit? That doesn't sound good.
Making a note.
The verification process, observation deck. Calistige? Shit, that's not good. But I want to keep him occupied. Alright. So, where is the thing I would need? Observation deck down here. Can I even get there? Wait, undo. Okay. No. So talk to Genjis. It refreshes constantly. Is it changing its mind or checking if the thought is still there? I wonder the same thing. Okay, so now we got another turn. Matkina, you can't do anything. Try to follow this Herekra. How to say thought example? To question every thought, to have a flexible mind. The tour must continue. We'll have to finish after. Okay, Erdis. Come on. Ah, okay. So we're gonna need to just kinda smash this as quick as possible, I think. Calistige? Alright, you can't do anything. Kelly, you can get to here, I guess, and then we'll see where we get to. And turn. And turn. There it is. Okay. Just just get it done as quickly as possible. You wait until Laska is preoccupied and swiftly tap the button. Laska looks over at the sound, your innocent face, and the now dark screen. He frowns. Apologies, do not have much time, you should keep moving. Okay. Eridus is done.
Fine.
Continue the removal process. Stage 2 initialized. Please identify the core locking components from the previous stage. Once you have done so, the casing over the error unable to translate title of switch will open. Flip the switch open to complete the stage. Identify the correct symbol from the previous stage. Ask about the error the cortex mentioned, I guess. Apologies, a separate intelligence is responsible for error reporting. I'm not aware of any errors at this time. Please proceed with the actions required for stage 2. Done. Easy. A flood of symbols streams across the console's tiny screen. At first, none of them look in any way familiar, but as you watch, you recognize a few. They disappear beneath your tapping fingers with sweet piping bings. A fluttering sound, something like an insect's wings, rises from the console and the casing pops open. You flick the switch. Stage 2 complete. Well done. Your actions in Stage 2 have been sent to the observation deck for verification. Please wait. Okay. Oh, right, no, you can't get there. You can, except I don't think you'll have time to do anything. Yeah, okay. And then Matkina can't do anything either. Honestly, at this point, well, I mean, it's too late to get her anywhere useful. But that's gonna be quite annoying. Now see, you know this door, of course. You came to it from us. Okay, Eridus. Chat with him. Really? I wanted... Alright, I think I've definitely screwed that up then. So it looks like you need someone down here, someone up there. Okay. Stage 2? Wow. You got almost no hope. Can study the actions. Okay, so that'll boost us for next time. I think I may need to reload. Can you stop running? And really? Wow. Okay. So he's looking at something we can't see. Sorry, this is actually now quite tense for me, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get this done. Door once used by most exalted travelers, now often broken, a room beyond is used for storage. Okay, Eridus. Chat with him. What if your ships comes? Would they come through this door? He gives the door a long worried look. I can't do anything here. Calistige, can you just do it? Yes. Good. Okay. Laska looks back down at the click, frowning again. Touch? He says sternly. You do not respond. And after a moment, he returns to his work, eyeing you more often now. Okay. Kelly, you go up here, because I think it may be time to swap you over. Matkina. So yeah, we definitely only need one person back here. Continue the removal process. Stage 3 initialize. Simply arrange previous selected symbols into a critical error. Existing syntax is inadequate. The voice says in high-pleading tones. Instructions are flawed. User may be unable to complete cortex removal procedure. Maintenance is requested. Repeat. Maintenance is requested. Once this is complete, manually pull the locking cylinder from its housing, rotate it, and insert it back into the console. Try to figure out what you're supposed to do. Wow. Okay. Hey, we got it. Bereft of any useful instructions, you study the sigils rotating on the screen. All of them are moving, except the one in the upper left corner, the original shape in Stage 1. On a whim, you arrange the remaining sigils into a frame surrounding that shape. Excellent work. I've never seen it done faster. Stage 3 actions must be verified.
I'm there, in the shadows.
Genghis looks up at the seldom used door, the grime gathering on the top of the track. You're right, I see these doors as a symbol, how the anchorage changed over our lifetimes, but perhaps I forgot the importance of its function. I'll see to its repair. Okay. So, Eridus. Get down here. Fast as you can. There. Callistige. You can't do anything. Callistige, get up here. This is fine. Makina. Really wish I could use your teleportation-y thing. But you... Can I even flex skill with you? Apparently not. Because that, like, flex skill running right now would be real good.
All right.
If I need to redo this, I will. I'll just, set Makina down there. Because I don't think I'm going to have enough time. Okay. Step 3. Go for it. Yes! Alaska sighs, rubbing his eyes. In that section, you dart over and press a glowing button. Good job, Eridus.
Yes.
Okay, command the cortex to process the data on the helmet. Certainly. Please wait. Dark masses within the giant orb shift in pinpoint light. A pinpoint of light streaks from within, dancing over the helmet in your hands. Processing complete. Jemadar Ashili was struck and killed at the date of her last record. Her file has been updated to reflect this information. Analysis continues. All the images contained inside the helmet strobe rapidly through your vision. The images of the night sky that were so prevalent in the helmet appear now, and the cortex begins to layer star charts on top of those pictures. The information about the location of the world has now been added to my memory. Ask if any of the images in the broken helmet match any in the cortex's record. Based on time regression analysis of the star field and relatively planetary position, only one possible world matches. Istrinu, the world the Lazka people call home. So they're from Oath, is what I'm getting from this. Step away from the sphere. Okay, I'm gonna end there. So let's see, if I chat with you. Where are you? Oh, there. Genghis, what's up? Okay, fine. And then the other option would be to head down to you.
There, in the shadows.
Alright, Genghis. Many names, the world, and no one can agree anymore. For me, it is enough that it is still there, and we are still here. Okay, Eridus. Have you talked to him? Oh, nothing. But you can distract him. That's kind of good to know. Come on. Sometimes I wish you could just, like, click it. Whatever. And then me. I'm going to end my turn right now. You chat with Genghis. Beautiful, yes. Questions, have you? How come you don't know the name of the world anymore? It's simple. Anchorage is breaking. Okay. Madkina. Get as close as you can.
You want it done right.
His gaze sweeps the room, taking in the flickering panels and scuffed floors. When he finally speaks, he does not look at you. I worry. Lights break. Controls break. These can sometimes be fixed, but the Sorolia memory holds? These break, or the connections between them, the cortex, break. With these we cannot fix. The anchorage is losing its memories. We must continue our tour now, if you are ready. Okay. Captain Janu. Janao? Janie. I have uncovered the location of Istrunu, your homeworld. The bloom lives in that world. You just need to go through the portal and you will be home. What evidence have you of this? How do you know? The Cortex. The Cortex must verify the truth. You will return. Why did the Cortex not know this? Okay.
I'm at least 6 times better than I was seconds ago.
Jano's face is pale and her hand trembles as she returns. A tear rolls down her cheek. You have done us a great service, Outworlder. Your wisdom, your knowledge, they bring us home.
I'm ready to learn something new.
Yes. She summons her crew, and when they have assembled, she speaks to them for a long moment in their own tongue. Her face shines. You hear gasps and cries of muted praise. Some weep openly. When she finishes her speech, the Lascars open the portal to the bloom. Outworlder, whatever lies beyond the bloom is a place we call home. Our service is done. Our thanks. She presses the navigational cortex into your hand and follows her crew out into the anchorage. That is cool. Yeah. I'm annoyed that I had to try and open a door for that to do anything, but I'm really pleased that at least we got that. And the cortex is a quest item. We can use it. Interesting. I will probably do that. But first, ability or skill. Let's see. If we were to pick a new skill, what would it be? We get quick fingers. Endurance, healing, stealth. If we were to get an ability, it would be either of these, which I don't care about. We could increase the stat pool, which would probably be speed, or the amount of effort we can spend. I think we'll get a new skill, and we'll get quick fingers, probably. Yeah, we'll get quick fingers. Confirm.
Something new.
Who else can level? Hey, Eridus! You should get more edge. Might or speed. Let's give you a little bit of speed as well. Alrighty. Fantastic. So we got that done. These guys have left. I assume if we go to the cortex right now, we'll see nada. Oh, we can't. It's actually closed. Wait, no, it's not closed. The ball is dead. If we try and interact with this, what'll happen? Ah, can you... I don't want to interact with Makina. Makina, can you get out of the way?
Yes.
Thank you. Console is dark and silent. Okay. Inventory. Use item. What does it do? You pull the cortex out and hold it. As you focus on it, a pale blue symbol discreetly appears in your vision, overlaying reality. It's a small encircled plus sign, and somehow instinctively you know it's a location finder. It blinks quietly but insistently, waiting for you to acknowledge it. Where am I now? A mass of stars swirls in your vision, a conglomeration of so many billion stars you can't quite comprehend its scale. Suddenly you're diving toward a single point in the middle of the right of the starfield, swooping and zooming towards a single star system. Projected orbits of its planets and moons are overlaid on the gas giants and small rocks that circle the star. The image in your vision focuses on its star, then shifts quickly to the fifth rock around it. The world is small and blue, seeming to consist largely of oceans with a few small brown land masses. Some abandoned cities loom in patches on its islands, but before you can focus on those, the view shifts again to a single chord that rises from a dry plain on the largest island. Following the chord towards the sky, you see something that looks like a child's toy, a central hub that looks like a ziggurat mirrored at top and bottom, with the thick spokes that radiate from its center to the network of lines that surround it. With a start, you realize you're looking at the anchorage, and the blobs of each intersecting line are docking stations for spacefaring vessels. The lines are passageways and transport tubes. Scripts and numbers scroll across your vision. The cortex speaks in your mind. You are in way station number 5193, attached to the world Emosh Thun. How far is this from the ninth world? Calculating. the image retreats, showing a great mass of stars again and a red line between the location of the anchorage and another world. A number appears, 117. Distance shown is in light years, displayed in your preferred mental time measurement. Put the cortex away. That's really cool. I like the ability to do that. I kind of want to then try that on the bloom. So we'll do that and then we'll finish up. There's not much left to do in the anchorage. Okay. Use it. Where are we? A broad spinning disc with arms that spiral around the bright center appears in your vision, lingering long enough for you to realize this is an image of stars. Then it changes as it rushes towards a small point in one of the spiraling arms. It resolves into a reddish-yellow star with 7 dots circling it in roughly elliptical orbits. 3 of these appear to be rocks, while the others are gassy giants. The cortex pauses here for a moment and focuses on the second rock. It is primarily blue with a single dominant continent and scattered island chains. The view rushes towards an inland sea in the southeast of this fork-pointed landmass. Looks vaguely familiar to you. Local denizens have referred to this planet as the Ninth World. It has also been called Dirt or Earth. Okay. And then you get script at the bottom. Awesome. Next time round, we're going to go back to the trade hub. And we are going to progress the storyline. Until then, have a great day. Bye.